Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be going over that same team in Great League that we've been using for Season 6, and that is Hypno, Umbreon, and Scrafty. And I just wanted to let y'all know before we get started in the video, I actually hit rank 12 using this team. We still have an insane win rate. I don't have my game open right now, so I don't know the exact win rate, but it's still something over like 70-75%. So definitely this team's working out so far. We're still making a few mistakes here and there, but we're getting better at the team. Let's go ahead and get into the videos. Alright, so we're going to be showing two sets. I believe these are all going to be rank 11 battles, and then at the end I'm going to show you that we actually hit rank 12. So yeah, Abomasnow, the way I've been doing this is someone in my chat on Twitch actually said to, so I used to just switch straight out into Umbreon, but they brought up a good point. They don't know what moves we have on Hypno. So if we throw the move, they'll almost always shield. So it's a good way to get the shield before dropping out of the matchup. Now, the fact that it was a Shadow Abomasnow means it actually did a ton of damage here to our Hypno, but that's fine. So we bring out the Umbreon, and they bring out their Azumarill. This is already going so well to plan because, they actually have Hydro Pump, no Play Rough. Yeah, we're just trying to lure out any counters to Scrafty, right? So to try to let Scrafty sweep here in the back. Now, teams that run Abomasnow and Azumarill will usually run a steal of some sort, whether that's Skarmory or Galarian Stunfisk, or sometimes they also run a fighter, but that's a little rarer. So I keep that in mind when I'm going up against this team. So I decide I can't get to the farm down before they get into another move, and rather than use shields, I'd rather just just force them to either use a shield or take it out immediately. So what I do here is I go for the move, and I shield this. Ooh, I think I remember this game. I think I needed to shield this move, but I was like, I'll save it for what's in the back just in case it's a Skarmory, right? And then I think it ended up being a Defense Deoxys. So we get the Foul Play off here. Maybe I should have gone for the Power-Up Punch Foul Play, but in my mind, it was go for the double Foul Play and you're good. They do throw a move, which I think is an error on their part. They could have just farmed us down, I believe. And then we do make it to this Foul Play. Maybe they couldn't have. Our health was pretty low, but I think we actually would have survived one more hit. So, I don't know. It would have been close, for sure. So definitely don't throw a move in that situation, I think, if I'm so close to getting taken out. Alright, Altaria is our worst enemy here. This is our nemesis, and along with Tropius. And yeah, this is really hard to beat, especially since we don't have Ice Punch. So I will say during the Catch Cup, I was running Hypno with Ice Punch, Thunder Punch, but that's because I thought there wouldn't be so many Steel types for me to get through. Not too many people are going to catch, or we're going to catch a Bastiodon during Catch Cup, and I felt like less people were going to probably use it. Like power it up if they caught it just for the Catch Cup, if it wasn't like a perfect or like pretty close to it. So now that we're back in regular Great League, these Mon are very prevalent. We probably face 4 or 5 Bastiodons a day, so it's definitely a Mon that is in this meta to stay. And I have noticed a lot of the Bastiodon double grass teams have been running Meganium here. Now, obviously, this was the Altaria lead, but I'm just saying Meganium is on a huge uptick right now. I think I saw maybe 6 or 7 today. And that's because it has good matchups against a lot of things. It's a pretty good generalist. I mean, it does hard lose to things like Tropius or Skarmory, and Skarmory is pretty prevalent, but that's kind of the only thing it like hard loses to, so. Alright, and this guy had Swampert. I'm going to shield because I know I can get to this Foul Play and take the shield from them, but already this team is very hard for us to beat. Oh, I'm baiting the shield here, but there's no way I make it to another... I guess I'm thinking that I make it to another Foul Play, but we don't even make it to the Power-Up Punch, so... Definitely going to go down here. There's no way Hypno can defeat this. Maybe if I Confusion it all the way down? No, because even the Altaria still had enough health to deal with us there in the back. He had all 3 Pokemon still. No, we got the Swampert. We take the wins we can get. All right, Toxicroak, really good lead. We're going to want to go into Scrafty if it's something that is Scraftyable, if that's a word. And so this matchup's interesting. So 2 returns does KO you. In fact, a return and a foul play gets you almost KO'd. So I decide I'm going to always shield the first one. They're almost never baiting this first one. It's going to be return a lot of the time. Sometimes it's not, of course, but a lot of the time it is. And I just want to maintain switch because Hypno is double super effective against Toxicroak, right? So I decide here I'm going to farm all the way down. They did try to get to another return. They did not make it. They're stabilized at 1465. I think that might be 40.5. Was it best buddied? Maybe it was. All right, we try to take a shield here. I'm just trying to tell them, hey, you know, we have another foul play. You saw how much it did before. They don't buy it, and they don't care. They do have an Azumarill in the back, so we just want to get straight into our Hypno to start getting those Thunder Punches off. And we're good here no matter what. We're going to shield if they go up to 7 bubbles because we have to shield a Hydro Pump if they have it. But if they go under, we wouldn't have shield. But the fact that they throw Play Rough right there makes me think they have Play Rough Ice Beam. And we should be in a good position here to take the win. Because even if we come into Umbreon, I believe we'll get another Thunder Punch off here. Yeah, because we have so much health. They're going to have to throw 2 moves. And Umbreon will actually probably end up... Oh, they actually did have Hydro Pump. Holy moly. Hydro Pump Play Rough is a very unique moveset there. All movesets are viable on a Azumarill. I just think that moveset's... the least relevant, I think. So yeah, we brought in Umbreon. We did a foul play. We took it out. All right. Another Marowak here. We always try to catch on the 6th. We do not catch right there. That's fine. We come into the Shift Tree matchup. This matchup's not too terrible. I will say I saw teams like this a lot. Marowak into Shift Tree, and I believe... the third Pokemon we saw was Ferrothorn a few times, so I started figuring out how to defeat this team. I mean, Scrafty beats everything on this team, so that's what you want to be doing. So the fact, if you get 2 of these last resorts through, you do KO the Shift Tree, just FYI. So that's why they shielded once. We do go for the bait here, but I actually think they end up not falling for this. So we don't do a ton of damage there. What I'm going to want to do is come in with Scrafty, start getting some farm up, because at this point we know pretty much Hypno's useless. I guess I could have just come in with Hypno. They had a lot of energy. Actually, this person came into my chat later and told me they tried to throw, but they tried to throw the move because obviously they had energy, but I don't know, they just got KO'd during it or lag or something happened there. All right, Deoxys lead. I'd like to get hit. I think I might change my strategy here on Deoxys. So my previous strategy was to get hit by something and then switch into the Umbreon. Not Umbreon, Munchlax. But now that we're using Umbreon, maybe I should just be swapping immediately. I don't know. I'll have to keep testing different variations on how to play this matchup out. Either way, Mandibuzz is horrific for us, so that's fantastic. So I really wanted to do as much damage as I could with the Hypno because I kind of want Umbreon for that defense Deoxys, but the fact of the matter is Umbreon's going to have the best matchup here against Mandibuzz, so I kind of have to just just go for it with Umbreon, and maybe they don't come back in with Deoxys, and we'll have to try to do something with Scrafty. You know, Scrafty's not the worst thing against Deoxys. Yeah, you're taking super effective from the counters, but you still have that foul play, which is going to do a ton, and if you're power-up punched, it's going to nearly KO. I think with a power-up punch, it does about 80% to Deoxys. The fact that he comes back in with Deoxys, yes, he has shields, but if he gets hit by any of these foul plays, it's going to do so much damage. It makes me think that the thing in the back is very weak to Umbreon. So what do I think that's going to be? Oh, it was not actually weak to Umbreon. It was a Galarian Stunfisk. So that's a GG on this side. We definitely win this match. We have a shield. They do not. We have 2 shields. So I'm just going to shield this first one. It's almost assuredly an Earthquake. All right, and if they did an Earthquake, I'm going to shield the second one because the fact of the matter is Defense Deoxys' moves don't really do too much damage. It's a very bulky Pokemon, which means all of its stats are in its defense. Yeah, and so it doesn't have very much attack, so technically the Galarian Stunfisk is going to be doing more damage with its attack, with its charge moves than Defense Deoxys is going to be doing. So you might as well use your shields there. And that was a 4-1 in this set. And we're going to be showing one more set. And then, yeah, that'll be it so far for... I think... Oh, I did actually hit level 43 there. You saw the Stardust thing come up. GBL has been a godsend to my Stardust so much. All right. Umbreon lead is literally like the hardest counter you could come into against Hypno. So we switched to the Mirror, and they switched immediately to Tropius. So we played this matchup a couple times now, and I'm getting more used to it because I wasn't used to it before. It does seem like we win the one shield straight up, and if you have a one foul play lead, it seems like you do win the 2 shield as well. So I'm looking to win this because I want to put Scrafty onto that Umbreon, right? That's my only goal, is to win this matchup, and you can force it. It's very close. If they get extra moves in, they can swap it, so really pay attention to if they're getting extra wing attacks in, or what is it, Air Slash? Whatever the fast attack is for Tropius. Pay attention if they're getting extra of those in, and if you're getting extra Snarls in, then you're just good. This won't KO. It looks like it will not. And this is how razor thin this matchup is. So yeah, if you have a 1 Snarl advantage, you win the 2 shield, but just make sure you don't lose those advantages throughout the match by them sneaking in moves. All right, Marowak comes in, and I'm like, I don't know what to do. I'm going to bring in Hypno, I think, soak up a Shadow Bone or Shadow Ball, and then switch to Scrafty. Just to remove some of that energy, and actually end up switching at the same time. So this is perfect for us. These last resorts do a decent amount of damage. He snuck in a Snarl, that's not great. But all we need to do is Power Punch twice, I think, and then hope to farm down to have a foul play ready for that Marowak. That Marowak does have a lot of energy. I think it went up 2 extra fire spins against Hypno before throwing that Shadow Bone. And then we'll farm down here. We're only 2 counters away from this foul play. We hit the foul play, and this should pretty much KO. I think it will. We are double powered up. Yeah, perfect. Sweet. All right, our opponent is ranked 10 here. I know a lot of people are going up in the ranks. We're going to do the same thing here. We're going to try to catch... Oh, this was actually a Hex. So that's not great for us. Obviously, them coming into Vigoroth here is really good for them. But I actually end up going for these last resorts. They technically do more damage. And I think they actually did more damage per energy, but we could actually go foul play here. I kind of forget sometimes that Vigoroth is not a fighter. But technically this is the right move to go, but you get more moves off if you go foul play. So it's tough to say. Maybe if I went foul play, I would win the 0 shield there. I'm not sure. Alright, I bring in Scrafty. I'm not going to shield his Body Slam. We're just trying to get a little bit of energy advantage and hope that whatever they have in the back is also weak against Scrafty. It is not, and that's probably a GG. We have to go 2 shields here on Hypno, I think, and try to... I don't even know. Try to farm down, I guess. But the fact that it's Hex is even worse. It just means it's getting to these Shadow Bones so quickly. We're just not going to be able to keep pace with the energy generation of Hex. Plus, actually, Hex is doing super effective damage to us. Even though it's not that big a move, the fact that we're so low already, it really is going to be pressuring us a lot. And the thing is, when I come in with Scrafty here, it's not like I can farm down. It's taking reduced damage from fighting because of the ghost typing. That it really leaves us in a bad situation here, and this is just GG. Even if we threw a foul play that is power up punched, it actually doesn't KO Machamp from there. So this is a weird lead. I'm actually going to take the first... Well, I'm probably going to shield this first move, but I want to take it on Hypno because I want to throw the Thunder Punch at him to maybe pressure shields myself. But the fact of the matter is they actually switch into the Azumarill here, and you know what? I'm good for this matchup because Scrafty and Umbreon are going to be pretty decent against Drifblim. I say pretty decent, very good against Drifblim. Obviously, we'd rather have Umbreon in there because he's going to be taking reduced damage from everything and is super bulky and does super effective damage with the charge move that costs the least amount of energy, whereas Scrafty would be doing the charge move that costs him the most amount of energy, even though they're both foul play, right? All right, so I think I'm going to let the Hypno go here. This is a tough decision because if they have something in the back that is like a fighter, that's going to be rough for us. And now I need to decide which one of these Pokemon I want to gain energy on. And I decided to put it on Scrafty because Scrafty has that power-up punch, so it's possible to just start exploding out of the gate from here. But they bring back in the Drifblim, and I've decided here I'm going to throw the Foul Play, take this Icy Wind, and then swap into Umbreon to remove this debuff and to get us back into this matchup. Obviously, he's going to debuff us here. Not really great for us, but you know, it is what it is. I think they actually ended up having, Stunfisk in the back. So this is tough. We are reduced in damage because of the Icy Wind, but this is a good matchup for Umbreon usually. The only thing we have to really be worried about is Earthquake. We do have the one shield, so if I think he's throwing an Earthquake here, which I do, I'm going to shield it. Oh, I guess I didn't think he was throwing the Earthquake. Or I thought I was going to survive the Earthquake. That's probably more reasonable. Or I thought maybe Scrafty just farms all the way down from there. What I'm going to do here is actually get to a Foul Play. The switch window's almost up. Bank the Foul Play and then come in with Scrafty. I don't know if this Power Punch is needed, but it's okay. And just remember we have that Foul Play in the back with Umbreon. So all we need to do is survive this move. So I decide to shield here to throw our Foul Play, which is going to get their shield. And as long as the timer comes up in time, we can bring back in Umbreon and do the Foul Play, which is going to KO the Drifblim. But you see at the top there, the timer counted started for this match to be ended. This match only has 18 seconds left in it. 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, and we actually get the Foul Play off here as time expires, just like that. Boom, at the buzzer, time up, but we are the winner there. That was a really good game. That was a really fun game. We had a really bad lead, and we ended up coming back from it, and it took literally every resource we had there. All right, Melmetal, I'm switching into Umbreon. This isn't great, but the fact is they brought in this Toxicroak, so you're always going to get 2 of these last resorts off against Toxicroak unless they go double Mud Bomb, but most of the time they throw Sludge Wave, or Sludge Bomb I think it is, and our opponent throws Sludge Bomb, which means we will make it to this last resort, and they'll have to shield unless they want to lose the switch. So we've started with a bad lead, but it is going to be possible for us to come back. I actually do remember this game. Our opponent plays it insanely well here. Watch this. They throw the move as a confusion goes through, but they're going to swap, which means that confusion damage actually gets registered towards this Sableye. So that's pretty bad. Sableye obviously double resists the confusions there. I've already decided I'm going to shield if I think it's return, and I'm going to go for just power-up punch all the way down. If they shield any of these power-up punches, it means they will have a chance to make it to another return. Actually, I think they make it to the return anyways, because we didn't throw that last power-up punch. I got so greedy there. Now, at this point, I hadn't realized that they swapped out of that Toxicroak, and I'm throwing this move. Luckily enough for us, they think that we're throwing the Foul Play here, which would be the KO. And then I switch back into Hypno here. Problem is that Toxie's still in the back, but we get this Focus Blast. And this is what Focus Blast Hypno is all about. It's about taking out those Steel types. Not usually Melmetal, but those Steel types, Galarian Stunfisk, and Bastiodon specifically. Giving yourself out to Pokemon that you don't normally have good matchups to. Alright, the way I like to play the Obstagoon matchup out is I'll take the first Night Slash, just in case they get the buff. And then I'll shield the second Night Slash, go up to the Focus Blast, throw a Thunder Punch to try to take a shield, and then swap into Scrafty. So now's a thing of, do I think they have a cross chop? And even if they do, I let it go through. It's not going to KO us. And then I don't want them to get another move off, so I'm just going to start power-up punching now. The fact that they haven't swapped to counter us means that Scrafty's probably pretty good against their team. And I really want to get this foul play off, so I decided to shield this because Moonblast is going to be trouble for my Umbreon in the back. And it's going to be trouble for Scrafty right here. So they actually let it go through, which really gives us a huge advantage. I go for the pup here, just trying to see if I can pull a shield. I don't think they end up shielding this. Oh, they do. Okay, perfect. So with this shield down, I think they're going to Moonblast to KO because Grass Knot probably doesn't KO at that range. I'm going to come in with Umbreon, I think. Unless I have a Thunder Punch, which I don't think I do. Oh, Umbreon's going to have to do work. So I think Umbreon wins this matchup, but the thing that I can do here is go up to 2 foul plays, throw 1. Okay, well, I have 1, and then I go for the Focus Blast here against another Steel type. It's not going to KO, but it's going to put it down to like 2 confusions, and that's a GG. So you saw in those last 2 games, if I did not have Focus Blast there, I wouldn't have been able to win those matchups. That is exactly why I love Focus Blast. A lot of people ask me all the time, why do you use Focus Blast? It's the team comp specifically. If I swap safe into, let's say, Scrafty, into, let's say, into their Steel type, how am I going to defeat that Steel type later? Yes, Umbreon is a neutral matchup, but I'm assuming that I've lost Switch and that I need to be able to come back at some point. So Focus Blast is that comeback mechanic for me to beat bad leads. Now, obviously, it leaves me vulnerable to other things such as Altaria and Tropius. So my reasoning is, do I see more Steel types in the meta, or do I specifically see these 2 flyers? And it's not all flyers because we have Thunder Punch. Do I specifically see more Steel overall, or more Altaria or Tropius? That's as simple as it gets. All right, I will see y'all in the next video, and thank y'all for coming to the channel. And if you haven't, definitely hit that subscribe button. It helps me out so much. All right, I'll see you on the next one.